Hello everyone, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to try to play the Waylon 160 double parlay the right way. Yesterday I did make money and I did have some fantastic rolls with the Waylon set. We'll get talking about that in just a few minutes. But basically yesterday I played it wrong because when I got hit off before the double parlay was able to regress, I was supposed to move up a level. So you got 160 across, single green units. If you get hit off before you get the double parlay, you go up to level 2, which would be $50 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10, $60 on the 6 and 8. Level 3 would be $75 and 90, and then level 4 would be $100 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10, and 120 on the 6 and 8. Lord knows what would happen if we had to get to that level, but we're going to see what's going to happen. So this is going to be the 160 double parlay Waylon. Okay, so we're over here at the YouTube studio and we switched over to the table, and I do want to say thank you to everybody who has pushed the subscribe button, that red subscribe button. It's just amazing to see the fact that you guys really will go ahead and smash that red subscribe and ring that bell, because you've helped a lot. In less than 10 days, maybe a little over 10 days, the channel has grown double in size, thanks to a lot of my other YouTubers out there that have promoted my channel as well. I appreciate that and say thank you to you. We do have a little bit of a new look, got some new logos. We've got some chips that are going to be available here in a little bit. We'll talk about that when they come in and how you as a subscriber can get a hold of one of those. We've got a lot of good things planned coming up throughout the fall and the winter, so stay tuned for that. But let's get over to the Waylon 160 across. So what we have here is I've already got the table set up. We have a $1,500 bankroll. Probably not enough to play this, especially if you got hit, but this is what I've been doing, $1,500 on the bankroll. I have the 160 already set up. I already have the $2 taken out for the VIG on the 4 and the 10 because they are buys. You'll see the buy button, and we're always working, so that on button will come off as soon as we get rolling with this thing, and we're going to go ahead and start this. So I hope to be able to level the right way and parlay the right way in this video. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, we have a straight. I think it's the first time I've ever done that. How about that? So, you ever wonder why people do this? All right. Anyway, we are going to use the Waylon set, the Waylon way to be able to throw this when he's shooting, but he did tell me that he does run it on random shooters as well, and you have to be patient, very disciplined, and continue to follow through, because you can make your money back if you do get hit. So the Waylon set, by the way, is a 5, 6, 3, 5. I'm throwing basically a par shot with my right hand from stick left 1 or 2. I'm basically between it. I have a 10-foot table, and dice are out. That was a short roll, and we have a 10 right off the bat. We have a 10, so that's going to pay us 50 for 100, or 50 for $1. Woo! I like to get, hate to pay 50 for 100. I'd like to get 100 for $1. That would be nice. So we'll take the dollar out of play. That's going to be our parlay, and I think in this case, let me just switch my roll tracker over here, guys. I forgot to engage that. We'll go ahead and get that that 10 entered. So in this way, we're not parlaying the right way last time. I'm going to try to parlay it the right way this time. In this case, we won 50. Now, we could take this down to 48. We could take it to 60. I'm going to go ahead and throw the $10 out there, and I'm going to make it the $60 level. Waylon, if I am wrong with that, you are going to have to tell me, but I think that's the right way to do it. Okay, so that's the first parlay. We want to hit another parlay and another hit to get to the second parlay, and then another hit to regress down again. All right, the dice set, the Waylon set, 5, 6, 3, 5. All right, dice are out. And there's a 4, 2, 6 right off the bat. We're parlaying up. So that's going to win us $70. And in this case, because we went ahead and spent, this is the way I'm going to play it, we went ahead and spent the extra $60. I'm just going to take the 5 and the 10, I mean the 5 and the 9 up to the $50 level, and I'm going to rack the 20. I'm going to pull this on button off because we're not going to use that anymore. And we have a 426. Now the idea is if we are able to hit one of these numbers before we 7 out, then we drop back down. All right, 5-6 and a 3-5. Dice are out. Short roll gives us a 4-2-6. Did hit the back wall. They can't complain about that. 4-2-6. We got 60. It's going to pay us 70. And when we get paid $70, we will bounce right back down to the single unit level. And we are on a roll. So far, so good. So if you actually can take a look at this, you'll be able to doing it this way. It's real easy to count what you won on that roll. So we won $180. So we're $20 to the good because we have 160 out there, give or take, because of the vig. We're close to that. So that's not a bad start. Not at all. We'll go ahead and put that 6 in there. The point still remains. I forgot to put the damn button out there again. So let me go ahead and put this button because you at home might get confused. I'm watching the roll tracker software, the KPI software at the top of the screen, and hopefully I will not screw that up either. All right, Waylon set 5-6-3-5. We've hit the double parlay. We're back down to the 160. Even if we 7 out now, we're still $20 ahead. Dice are out. Short roll. And we have a hard 4. Hard 4. And I had talked about in the other video about if you get ahead, let's put some money on the hard ways and parlay them too and see what happens. All right, so we're going to get 50 for 1. And you always parlay the 6 and the 8 first before you parlay the 5 and the 9 on the second version of this. And once again, we need $10 more out of our rack in order to make that parlay the right way. All right, so that was the hard 4. Point is still 10. 5-6. 3-5. And there's our first 7 out, 5-2, 7 out. Now, because I didn't reach the double parlay, I'm pretty sure I understand his instructions, which he sent pretty well in detail. I'll put the link to the end of the first video. I'll try to put one right up here, over this way. And then I'll also try to put one at the end of the video to the first one where you can see that I kind of did things wrong. So that's a 7 out. We are supposed to come down and double all this. So what I'll do this time, just for the sake of it, because last time I just rebought the 160, which was wrong. So we'll take this chips off the table. That means that we're going to move to the double because we didn't make the full parlay. We got there once. I think that this is the way that it's played. Obviously, the double parlay is going to be 50 with 60 on the 6 and 8. It's a buy on the 4 and the 10. We're going to need $4 for the vig. And we will be coming back out again. All right, we didn't get very far on that roll. But up until we had the level 2, we certainly were ahead on the roll by about $20. All right, the Waylon set 5-6, 3-5. Dice are out. There's a 6-4-10, so the point will be 10 again. Now think about this, guys. We're going to get paid $100. Remember, we're always working. We're going to get paid 100 for 2. There's 100 for 2. We're supposed to press the inside. If I did that, full press there, I kind of like spread it out. But he says you press the 6 and the 8 first. So if that was the case, we could take this all the way up to the 120 level. We'll be below it. We'd be at, let's see, 102, 108. So we're just going to take it right up. We're going to throw the extra $20 out there, and we're going to take this to 120. It makes it real easy for Jeffrey to do the math. But I don't know that you had to do that. There's probably several different ways that you could parlay that, but you're always adding extra money. And in his original Waylon outside 4, 5, 9, 10, he always did round up to make it an even number. All right. So we're at the parlay level 1. We're at chip level 2. We need to hit one more parlay to go up on the 5 and the 9. Let's see what happens here. Dice are out. And there is a 516. We certainly did that. All right, so it's going to be a 6, easy 6. So 120, I believe, is going to pay us 140. I just want to make sure I'm right. Yep, I'm right. Just want to make sure that I think about that sometimes, because there are sometimes I get off on the odd numbers, like 102 pays like 119 or something, and I get screwed up. Anyway, you don't want to hear about that. So it's going to be 140. How are we going to pay us that way? We'll pay us in the green, and we got enough red chips, so we'll figure out how we're going to do this. Because this 140 actually goes on the 5 and the 9, and I kind of like just racking that $40, because we could take that to 122. I don't want to be greedy. I'd like to make up some of that previous money we lost. Waylon, you're probably going to shoot me for this one. I'm just going to take the 5 and 9 to the 100 level. Going to rack the 40. Once I get ahead, then I'll press the whole. I would press the whole parlay, the whole thing. Hope you don't get mad at me for that, but that's what I'm doing. All right. I think I put the 6 in there already. I'll correct that on the next roll. All right, now we have to hit this before the blank out, and then we'll take a look at our rack. All right, the Waylon set 5, 6, 3, 5. Dice are out. And there's a hard 6. I'm telling you, these hard ways might be something to work on. Hard 6. All right, so 120 is going to pay us 140. This time I am going to pay myself in a black, because we're going to bump back down to the level. All right, so there's the 140. We're going to bump back down because we hit the parlay. We only had to make it to that level 2. So that means we're going to take this amount of money off the table, guys, and watch what's going to happen to what happened last time. And this is what Waylon said. We also get $2 back on the VIG, because we're taking it down. All right, let's watch this rack grow over here. Think about this, guys. This is where I probably messed up last time. As a matter of fact, I know it is. Look at this rack over here growing. Adding a black in there. Our greens are full. There's a $100 one there. So I'm going to go ahead and get one more black for that, because it's going to be easier for me to count. Take this out, because we're actually bouncing back down to the 160 level. So in blacks, we have 11. Okay, so that's 1,100. We have 5 in greens. The rack is full, so that's 1,600. We have 1,700 and some change here in our rack just by leveling up, and I think that's what Waylon his strategy is, so that you can hit that it works that way. So that was a hard 6. Okay, we're still on the point of 10. We're back down to the single level. single level. All right. 5, 6, 3, 5. And the dice are out. All right, oh boy, and there's our 7 out. But it's okay because, you know, we're already ahead. All right, there's a 4, 3, 7. I don't think that's that bad. I mean, it is bad, but, you know, we're ahead. So in this case, we're at the single level. I guess we would need to decide, we lost to 160. I guess we go ahead and bump it up to the next level. So let's see, I'll go ahead and buy that for 162, and then I'll owe another 160 out here, and I will owe 2 more in the VIG. Okay, that 160 comes off, and the 162 for the initial 160. Get some change, $3 change. So we get the VIG on the next level. So we've actually gone up a level because we had a 7 out on the second point of 10. So we did, see, I'm not so sure that that's the right way. I'll let Waylon tell me. We regressed back down and got hit on the 160. So we have gone right now to level 2 after we were able to successfully hit 2 parlays and actually be ahead by about almost $200. All right. The Waylon set, dice are out. And there's a hard 4. Hard 4. All right. It's going to pay us $100 for $2 because we bought the 4 and the 10. So that's $2. And we're going to parlay the 6 and the 8 first. And I think what we're going to do is the same thing I did last time. I shorted myself there because this should be 120, and this should be 120. I was $5 short on the double when we went up to level 2. But in any event, you'll see that enter the hard 4. Now that is our first parlay, but we're at level 2 of the strategy. 5, 6, 3, 5. And I had somebody tell me, I think it was Gainer, Rob said that it is very aggressive strategy, and it is. It does take some kahunas to be able to play this consistently in a big bankroll, and it's a little bit outside of my realm of playing, but I'm rolling this out just to show 2 things. 1, the strategy works, if it does, and 2, how this dice set is working for me, not going to say that it's going to work for you. Dice are out. And there's a hard 6. So hard 6 gets us to the first parlay at level 2. It's going to pay us $140. So we're going to get $140. And I think what I did last time when I went up on the 5 and the 10 is I just took the 5 and the 10, the 5 and the 9. I just took the 5 and the 9 up to the 100, and we actually racked the 40. If that's wrong, Waylon, just fuss at me. It is somewhat of a parlay. All right, so that's a hard 6. So now we have to hit this, and then we would regress back down to the first level. All right. Waylon set. Dice are out. And there's a 4, 2, 6. We did it. We did it. It's going to win us 140, and then we're going to bounce right back down to the 160 level. So it's going to win us 140. There's the 140. We take everything back down to the single level because we hit the double parlay. And you'll watch what's going to happen again. We're going to fill this rack right back up again with chips. Now remember, we've had I believe we've had two come out sevens. I'm going to look here in just a second. And our rack is full. And I don't know that I want to count it right at this moment till we hit the next 7. But that was a 6. So we are on the total of 11 rolls. Actually, it's 13 because the PSOs don't count. But we've gone through 13 rolls, and this shooter, which is shooter 3, is getting ready to throw his 4th roll, and we already double parlayed and won. And if you look here, we're close to 500. We're close to 500 right here. That's 500. That's probably 12. That's 17, 18. You can see that double parlay really did work. But I'm going to go ahead and throw this shot, or this shooter, this 3rd shooter, throw in the set, and then I'm going to do one random, and then we're going to call the video. We're still okay on time at the moment. Unless this turns into one of them long rolls using the Waylon set. All right. Dice are out. We're back down to level 1. 162 inside, and I do get $2 back on the VIG. I didn't take that back by bouncing back down. Oh, that was a horrible roll. We get a 426. 426 is going to pay us $35. $35. Now, what did I do wrong a while ago? Oh, we got hit on the 7. This is different than the last time I ran it. So that's going to be a $35 level. I think the first time we hit a 10, and I forgot to take my quarter off that. I think first time, I may have played this wrong on that first shooter. But anyway, it's 35. We're going to throw the dealer. 35 is not close enough to 60. It would be on the 4 and the 10. So we are going to take the 6 and 8 to 48 instead. I need to get some change. All right. This is where it got a little different from when I did it yesterday. So now on the parlay, our 6 and the 8, because we hit a $35 winner instead of a $50 winner, it has helped us. I might have paid myself wrong on the 5 and 9. I don't even know how many 5 and 9s we have actually hit. Have we hit any? No, we haven't. They've all been 10s, 4s, 6s. We haven't even hit an 8 yet. Wow, that's interesting. All right. The Waylon set. Dice are out. There's a 7 out. 4, 3, 7 out. So now my question would be, is you're going to move on to another shooter. In this one, I'm going to roll random. We are going to count the chips just to see where we are at this particular moment, because I got to keep the video short enough for viewing purposes. Although a lot of my YouTube friends tell me that too long of videos don't get watched, but that's how I got the number of hours I got watched by my long videos and my live sessions that I had. Really racked up my hours viewed. The analytics from YouTube really do pay off there. And since we're talking about analytics and YouTube, let's go ahead and talk about something while we're in the midst of this little break here. Let me go ahead and switch back over to this screen. So what has happened here is when I talk about analytics, there are several things that you need to do to monetize your channel. I don't plan to ever monetize my channel, although when you reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours viewed, those are the criteria. I'm at the 4,000 hours viewed. But what I want to show you is I want to be able to show you, if I can get this to come up here. For some reason, it is not coming up. There it is. All right, let me switch the screen over. Okay, so if you take a look at the screen, you're going to see that I showed this the other day. It's changed just a little bit. It's still right around 70% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. 30% off. Those of you that are subscribed and coming back and watch my videos, hey, thank you, I appreciate that. But if you're not, it really doesn't hurt if you just hit that, oops, it's behind the overlay. If you just hit that red subscribe button and ring that bell, that would definitely, you know, help the channel. And also you get notifications of when we're coming out, because we're going to be doing some things here in the near future that I believe you'll be interested in, and subscribers are going to be the first to know about those interesting things. Okay, so now we're back over to the table. Let's go ahead and take a look before we move on to the random roller. We've taken all the chips off of the table. Let's see where we stand. Now this was just us rolling it 3 times. I believe it was 3 times, correct? Yep, 3 times. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25, 1945, and how many times did we get hit off? And we got hit off at a higher level. So we're going to rack these chips back up, and we are going to roll it as a random roller this time. And I believe that if I follow the philosophy, even though it's a new shooter, I am supposed to level up to level 2. So we're going to do that. I have fears about this on a random roller. So what I'm putting out here is level 2. The units would be green level units, 2 green level units that is, 50 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10, and 60 on the 6 and 8. And let's watch what happens to a random roller. I need to pay the big too. All right. Dollar change on the VIG for the buy. All right, this I don't like. I'll put the on button again to show you. Going to change the dice up. Let's go over here. Let's do the green dice this time. All right, green dice. And this will be a random roller. You'll see down here in the throwing station cam that I will be randomly rolling it, making sure everything is set to go. Looks like it is. Just throw the dice down there. I'm just going to pick them up. Dice are out. 4, 6, easy 10. So at that double level, right off the bat there, we have made $100 for $2. Let me enter the easy 10. Come on, roll tracker. Stick with me. Easy 10. All right, that's going to be $100, and we owe 2. So I'm going to throw a 5 out here and get 3 and change. All right. So now we take this 100, and it's got to go to the green. Now that would make us go to an odd number. I am going to do the same thing I did before, and I am going to make it 120, which means that we're actually throwing out, an extra $20. So, yes, that's what we're doing. So, 50, 50, 120, 120, 50, 50. All we need to do is, forgot to turn the point on again. All we need to do is hit one more parlay, and then we bounce back down on this random roller. All right. And the dice are out. Oh, there it is. That's not good. A 6 and a 1, the one we don't want to see, the one that tells us that we're done. That was a very quick 7 out. At that level, we're going to roll one more. Let's take a look at the time. 30 minutes, we have time for one more random roller just to see if we can do this or not. All right, so as you can see, we are taking quite a bit of money off the table, and we didn't make it. So you know what that means we got to do? We have got to go to the $75 level, and after that I may not have enough chips to even be able to play that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's get some quarters for the 100. We got one more over there, quarters over there, 100 comes off the table. We take the 68 to 90. I really want to see this work on this random roller. We're buying this. So 75 will pay 150. 5, 6. Is that right? We're going to win 150, so that's 5, 6, 7. It's either $7 or $8. I'm confused at the moment. Let me think about this. Not that it really makes a difference, and it's slowing the video up, I know, guys. So we're coming out for 75. It's a $3 vig. I didn't think that made sense. I was thinking on the dark side. Oh my God. Please, Jeff. Please, Jeff. I knew it wasn't right. That's why I wanted to look. So $6 on the vig came off for that. I was thinking backwards. All right. So we're going on to shooter 5. This is a random roller. We are on, again, always working. Always working. All right. Random roller. Dice are out. And there's a 538. 538. So we do have 90, I believe, is what's on there. 90, so that's our first 8 too. Go over here to the roll tracker, and the 90 on the 8 is going to pay us 105. So we're going to get paid 105. I am going to pay myself in quarters. 105. Let's see how we're going to do this, because we need to take 50 and 50. So if we took these down, and we took, that would take it up to 150. We're losing some money, but I'm going to do it, guys. I'm actually going to kick it up. So we have 150 on the 6 and the 8. Actually cost us an extra $30 that time. 120. $60 that time. Anyway, whichever it is, we went up. We went up because it's leveling it up. Because obviously, you know, if we hit the 6 or the 8 with the 150, you know, that is going to pay us 175. So that's our first parlay. We're at the 3rd level of the 160 double parlay, and we're at the 3rd level of the chips because we got hit off on this random shooter. It's even getting confusing for me, but I actually like the philosophy here. Let's see what happens here. Dice are out. 628. Cool. 628 is going to pay us 175. We're going to parlay that out on the 5 and the 9 to round it out, I guess you could say. So 8 is going to be the point. Come on, roll tracker. Stay with me. So the point will change, come down, whatever. We're going to get paid 175. And let's see how we are going to spread that out across the 5 and the 9. So 5 and the 9. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. We're going to take the quarter, rack it. We're going to take the 5 and the 9 to 150 as well. Hope that's okay, Waylon. I'm sure you'll let me know. We just need one hit here to make it good. The problem is that we are off. I mean, we've hit the point. We're coming out. We're actually on every roll. All right. You know, if I was playing this live and I had that kind of money out there on a random roller with this kind of money, I do believe my pucker factor would be up there. Dice are out. 639. Wow, we did it. We did it. We were able to get to the 2nd parlay, and I think, guys, this will show you and illustrate that your pucker factor no longer has to worry about it, because the 150 is going to pay us 210, and then we drop back down to the 160 level. All right, so it's going to pay us 210, and the point is going to be 9. So now let's go ahead and rack this up. We're going to come all the way back down 2. Look at these greens I'm taking off, guys. Look at this. That's more than a 500 right there. More than 500. I have to cap this. I'm going to get $2 to $4 back in the VIG for bouncing back down. Look at our rack over here, guys. We took 2 big hits on the random roller, and even if we lose this 160, we're ahead of the game. You know, we are way ahead of the game. So if you had your doubts, let's see what happens with this random roller before we even say that. All right, because it doesn't matter, because this is going to be the last roll. This will be the last roll, or last roller, and the last shooter, and we can't lose. Even if we lose this 160, we can't lose. Now, we might have to add a couple dollars to round it up, but we can't lose. Dice are out. 538. 538. Okay, it's going to pay us 35. 538. It's going to pay us 35. We're going to throw $1 to the dealer. Take us up to the 48 level on the 6 and the 8. All right, let's throw the dollar dealer, like the dealer $1, but I'm just going to do it this way. I'll take it out of my own rack. All right. That'll pay us 56 if we hit that. We just need to get one more parlay out of this. Okay, it's a random roller. And the dice are out. 426, 426, and we're going to, oh, still got a parlay. That was the first parlay I was getting ready to say. We're going to parlay, we're going to reset, but we're not. So that's going to pay us 56. 56. I think this makes it real easy to do when you're at this level on the parlay. You just, oops, paid myself 5 too much. Just going to rack the 6 and take the 5 and the 9 up to 70. So we have got to get this one more hit before the blank out, and you can see that even on a random roller, this has worked. Dice are out. 4, 4, 4. I thought it was a square pair. No, 6, 4, 10. 6, 4, 10. The 10 came easy. The 10 came easy. All right, so that's going to pay us 50 for 1. And guess where we are, guys? We are back down to the 160 level. 50 for $1. We're just going to go ahead and bounce everything back down to the 160. The point's still going to be a 9. I'm going to leave this 18 set up over here in case that happens again. But as you can see, my green chip rack is getting full. Moving into the next one. We have a 10 up there. See if we can get this video over with. Dice are out. And there's a 516. 516 is going to pay us 35. We're going to do the same thing we did before. 35, throw $1 out. And I had too much on that, but we'll take that down. Come back out here with the 18. So it's 48 on the 6 and the 8. And we enter the 6. Dice are out. Random roller. Oops. 628. 628 is going to pay us $56. $56 will take us up to the next level on this double parlay. So we're going to put the 6 in the rack and just take the 5 and the 9 to 50. That's an 8. All right. Dice are out. Yeah, there it is. 437. 437 we are over with for the rolling in this video, as well as the video will come to a conclusion. I will go ahead and take this up. We'll move the rack over. Look, guys, we're actually taking about 236 off there, 236 off the table. But let's take a look what we did here, even on a random shooter. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your starting 5. This is 500 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 75. Your $576 to the profit on the good. Let's take a look at something real quick. I want to show you before we get out of here. I realize the video just pushed over 40 minutes, but I want to be able to show you something here. If I can get my KPI to do something for me here. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to make this just a tad bit bigger. All right, I'm going to switch the screen for you guys. All right, so bear with me while we take a look at what's gone here. Okay, so I brought up the roll tracker. KPI has lots of gadgets in it. It's got gauges and different ways to display it. Take a look at what we did here, guys. On these rolls, a total of the shooters that we had, being 5 shooters, all of them were short rolls. We made money on this strategy because of the parlay. It was a total of 24 rolls with an SOR of 4.8 and an SRR of 4.8. We should be losing. This is a dark side table. I mean, it's a cold table. But take a look at the numbers that we hit. Mostly, I would say, with the Waylon set, the 5, 6, 3, 5. But take a look at the numbers we hit and we didn't hit. We did not hit either one of the horn numbers, which is unusual for me throwing the Waylon set because I get a lot of yo's. We didn't hit a 2, 3, 11, or 12. Take a look at that graph, that black graph there, and you will see we hit 2 4s, 4 10s. We hit 8 6s, 4 8s, a 9, and 4 10s. Think about that, guys. We were pounding, and I mean pounding the inside. It was just incredible. So, you know, with that said, I'll switch back over to the screen, come back on, and take a look at you here. You know, that was just incredible. I just think that shows that the Waylon 160 across, taking the hits we took, parlaying them, getting them to level, get my fingers over here, right? Getting them to level 3, which really had me concerned. It paid out because once we double parlayed on level 3, boom, money back, money back. Hey guys, this is Jeff. Until next time, always, I want you to be safe and I want you to play smart. We're going to take care of some business and we're going to get out of here. Till next time, guys, be safe and play smart. It's Jeff from Automatic Craps. See you on the next one.